Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. Great article here from Yahoo Finance. I'll leave a link to it in the description so you guys can check it out. So we're nearing the end of the second quarter, right? It's over June 30th, and we have Verizon reporting that they're going to report second quarter earnings July 21st, right? I think it's going to be a very telling quarter that, we're going to see the adjustments Verizon has made and see if they're going to work, right? Because they did tell us last year already during the guidance for this year that they're going to be postpaid net positive at the end of the year. Like for the entire year, they're going to be positive, right? So obviously they can't have another quarter like they did in the first quarter where they lost close to 300,000 customers, right? That's very obvious, right? Either they have to be positive this quarter or the bleeding has to be a lot less. So this second quarter is going to be very, very, very telling on what path Verizon is going to go on, right? They've been aggressive promotionally, right? That's where they've been the most focused, the most aggressive. New and existing customers get the same deal. They've been really pushing that, right, with the whole summer splash, the red hot deals, for those of you who have seen that. They have not yet really adjusted promotionally plan pricing. They've been very, very stubborn on that, and I don't think that'll change. Even though recently I got to make a video on that, but AT&T is introducing promotional offerings on fiber. That's interesting, right? So I think starting today through the 30th, you can get the 1 gig tier on AT&T Fiber for $25 off, and you can still converge that with a 20% wireless discount. That's aggressive. Be very honest, that's very aggressive coming from AT&T, right? We haven't seen Verizon go that route, and I don't know if they will, right? They seem very disciplined, but they're promotionally active. So they're willing to pay acquisition cost. They're willing to give you free phones, tablets, watches, you name it. They're willing to give it away at a very high rate. And that's what we've seen. So we'll see if that's going to lead to the results that Verizon is looking for. If it doesn't, then Verizon will have to go back to the drawing board, and they will have to adjust, and they will have to implement something different, right? They will have to find their niche, their sweet spot. They will have to find that. They will have to figure it out. I think the current leadership, the way that it is, I think that's the best possible team that Verizon could put into place. Before it was kind of a mess, right? You had Ronan Dunn, and you put the Manon lady in there. That didn't last very long, and now you have Sampath. Sampath seems to be very, very sound, very, very well in tune with the consumer side now, and we'll see if that works out, right? We'll see if that works. Q1 didn't look too great, but we'll see if the second quarter is better, right? July 21st. Hoping it is for Verizon, because if they're still in the negatives, that's really gonna be cause for concern. It's gonna be, cause for speculation, because why is this happening? Why is this really happening? Is the market really that saturated? Does Verizon, they may have to drop pricing some, right? It's going to lead to a lot of speculation if they don't perform better in this second quarter. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know if you think Verizon's going to perform in the second quarter on July 21st. Let us know in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. See y'all in the next one. Peace.